All right, here we go. Paradox of Sports, episode 41. We're in the middle of March Madness, headed into a Sweet 16 weekend. Jack, how's your bracket?
I haven't checked it for a while. I don't know yet.
We don't know who we have. I am not looking very well. I have going into the Sweet 16 this weekend, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 teams left, so that's not very good. So I've missed 10.
That stinks.
Yes. What did you do sports-wise this last week?
Just practice.
How's baseball practice going?
Good.
Nice. That's good. When do you start your games?
I don't know. I think it's next week.
Oh, okay. So you're getting close. We haven't talked about it in a while. What is your school schedule now? Are you still home a couple days at school?
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Okay. So you're still on that rotation. Nice. Now, are you still doing some mock draft stuff? Are you looking into the NFL and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll talk about college basketball a little bit, and then some of your NFL stuff here after we do our interview. But if you want, go ahead and who do we got tonight to talk to?
Okay, introducing Colorado Rapids soccer player, former MLS All-Star, former United States and Iran national men's soccer team player. Give it up for Steven Beitashour.
Barrel Brothers is ready for ice-cold beer season. Temperature in the beer cave? Ice-cold perfect. Drive-through? Ready. We've even added more cooler space. Have over 100 craft beer choices. Yeah, it's like that. And Barrel Brothers customer service. It's just like that. Ice-cold beer cave. All the right choices. And friendly people. It's gotta be Barrel Brothers.
Now that's a cold beer.
All right, back with another interview on the Paradox of Sports podcast. My dad is filling in for this interview, today we want to highlight soccer, so we've got soccer. Former MLS All-Star, give it up for Colorado Rapids Steven Beitashour.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome. All right, questions. What got you into soccer?
I started at a very young age, probably like 4. My dad played soccer his entire life, so he was the first one to introduce me to it. It was kind of in our blood, in our heritage to play soccer. So started then, and fortunately, I'm still playing.
Who was your favorite soccer player growing up?
I don't know if you know the Brazilian Ronaldo, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
All right, yeah. So that was my favorite player growing up. That was my first poster on my wall. I had the R9s, his cleats. So yeah, my younger days, I was a forward attacking player. So I looked up to him a lot.
In high school, you won the first ever Pat Tillman Award, showing academic and athletic excellence. What went through your mind when you won that award?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things. I think anytime you just say the name Pat Tillman, it's such a humbling award just because of what he's done, not just on the field, but off the field. So obviously a lot of athletes just think about on the field performance, but, academics was very important in my family as well. So the fact that I was able to get noticed on both sides of it, I think that meant a lot, but also just because of what Pat Tillman has done in his community as well. I don't think you can say enough good things about him, and to be the recipient of the first award, it meant a lot to me.
So how old were you when you were familiar with who Pat Tillman was, not just on the football field, but the sacrifices that he made?
Yeah, I want to say probably early high school. I think I got that award my senior year. So probably early in high school, you kind of heard about what was going on. and the sacrifices that he made. You know, I mean, how many people would turn down multi-million-dollar contracts to play a child's game as a living to go serve for your country? So I don't think there's something that you can do that's more selfless than that. And so I think that was kind of the first moment that everyone kind of knew who Pat Tillman was. Obviously, he went to my high school, so we knew him before that. But yeah, he just went on to world stage during that moment.
You spent 4 years at San Diego State University. Were there any other schools you were eyeing?
Yeah, there were a lot of schools I was eyeing. Unfortunately, they weren't eyeing back at me. So I had a little bit of a late start into the eyes of university. So I wasn't very highly scouted. I applied and sent a lot of emails to a lot of D1s. Unfortunately, a lot of them either didn't respond back or just said they weren't interested. You know, a couple of cool little stories with Santa Clara University. My wife's mom worked there, still works there, and she talked to the soccer coach for me, and you know, he just said they were fine, they didn't need me. And when I was playing for the Earthquakes a few years later, he went up to her in her office and said, "Hey, we should have listened to you on that on that kid." The other one was Berkeley. I sent an email to because one of my teammates in high school who played on a big club, that's how he was recruited and got a scholarship. I emailed them and said, "Hey, you know, you've got this player going. He's our forward. He's got one more goal than me. I think he had 10 goals. I had 9 goals, but I led our team in assists. So I'm like, do you want to take a look? I don't mind walking on." They didn't respond back. And after my second year at San Diego State, they tried recruiting me and getting me to transfer. So I didn't switch. Obviously, you know, once I'm with someone, I'm loyal to them. So I just said, go look at your emails. I tried to come there when I was in high school. So a couple cool stories, but yeah, unfortunately, a lot of them passed. And I was fortunate that San Diego State gave me the opportunity to walk on and prove some of these people wrong.
You were drafted in the MLS Super Draft by the Earthquakes. Talk about being drafted by the team you supported as a ball boy.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. You know, I think every kid growing up, when you go to these soccer games or any other sport, basketball, baseball, football, you always dream, man, what would it be like to be on that field? You know, one day I wish I could be on that field. And the fact that I was drafted by my hometown team, a team that I was a ball boy for, I've been to multiple games, you know, it was really cool to just live out that dream. And then you're going and playing every single home game in front of your friends and family, you know, relatives, high school friends, middle school friends, elementary school, like everybody's just going out to watch you every single game. So it was really cool in that aspect.
Talk a little bit about the jump from college to MLS. Obviously, that's a huge step. And I had a cousin by the name of Nick Downing, great player, University of Maryland, picked up by the New England Revolution. So familiar a little bit with the transition, but you know, having success in college doesn't necessarily translate into the pros. Talk about that leap, if you would.
Yeah, you know, and just to reflect a little bit on the leap from high school to college, it's a big leap that people kind of take it for granted. I actually think I had a tougher time going from high school to college than college to the pros. I don't know why that was, but it's definitely difficult. A lot of players, they can't transition from that leap from college to the pros just because the game is quicker. You know, you don't have as much time on the ball. You really have to know what you're going to do before you even get the ball. And so a lot of guys are technically good. They can either dribble well or they can shoot well. You know, there's something special about everyone that's in the pros, but everything just has to be a little bit quicker and sharper. So I think for me, I had a couple opportunities to go pro while I was in college, but I didn't. I think just that mindset of knowing that, hey, you know what, I can make it, you know, I belong here. It was easier for me. But for college, I don't know if guys were just so much bigger. I just wasn't sure because it was the only real school that was interested. So I had that uncertainty and I didn't have that confidence. So I definitely had the confidence going from college to the pros, which helped.
In 2012, you made the MLS All-Star game, playing all 90 minutes in the win against Chelsea. Talk about your experience there.
That was fun. That was something that you don't think about things like that, like an all-star team. It's just you reap the benefits of your team's success and then a little bit of individual success to get voted into there. So, when we did play, just to have players like David Beckham, Thierry Henry, Landon Donovan, Dwayne De Rosario, like guys that you look up to when you're younger, and then to have them on your team playing against Chelsea, one of the biggest clubs. They might have won Champions League, I think, the year before that year. So yeah, it was, again, a dream come true, and something that I thought I would have been nervous for, but I was just so excited that I didn't have any time to get nervous.
In 2014, you joined the Whitecaps. Talk about your time there.
Yeah, the Whitecaps, that was a fun time. For anyone that I speak to about Vancouver, if you haven't been, you have to go. It is beautiful. One of the most beautiful cities I've not just visited, but lived in. It's just gorgeous there. We had a really good 2 years while I was there, made the playoffs both years. I think finished third in the Sports Shield rankings in 2015. And, I think if we just didn't have a couple unfortunate injuries in the playoffs, I really think we could have had a chance to win it that year. So, it's different. You're going from a U.S., team to a Canadian team. So you don't know what to expect. I know as Americans, maybe we don't give enough credit to Canada or some of the cities in Canada. But man, I love my time in Canada. I don't know if you're going to transition into Toronto years, but I love my time in Vancouver and in Toronto.
You read our mind.
Yes.
In 2015, or did we talk about Toronto already?
I just gave you an
That's where
hour
we're going, buddy.
transition into Toronto, 2016.
Oh, yeah. You have spent the last 3 years with LAFC and the Rapids. How has been your time there?
It's been good. Obviously, my time with LAFC was fantastic. We won Sports Shield. We broke some expansion team records. And then just the spotlight, just being on LAFC, being a new team with the celebrity ownership, 30 of some of the biggest names as far as ownership group goes. So we had a lot of fun. I think we were a bit of the talk of the town. At the time, Lakers weren't doing that well. So I think a lot of the talk, and even the Dodgers, they hadn't won it yet. So a lot of the talk was about LAFC. So that was pretty cool to be in such a big market, but still be the talk of the town. And so I had a lot of fun. It was good. And then now transitioning to the Rapids, where, I have some familiar faces with Drew Moore, with Clint Irwin, Robin Fraser as the coach. So we all were together in Toronto where we won a championship. So it's cool to reunite with those guys and hopefully bring a championship to Colorado again.
Talk about your international career, playing for both Iran and the U.S.
Yeah, international careers are always something that it's just an honor anytime you get called up. So, it took me a while to finally get called up to the U.S. national team. For whatever reason, I always just flew under the radar and never played with the U.S. youth team or the full team until I was probably 26. So that's pretty late as far as getting your first start with them. I picked up an injury in January camp and I had to leave right before the 2014 World Cup. And so I hadn't got called back in. And that's when Iran kind of called and said, hey, you're in our plans to start for the 2014 World Cup. So, it made the decision a little bit easier just knowing that the U.S. hadn't called me and I wasn't in their plans. So ended up going with Iran, played some qualifiers. I didn't play in the World Cup, but I was part of that squad that, we did fairly well, had Nigeria, Argentina, and Bosnia in our group. So tough group, but we did well. We surprised a lot of people by taking Argentina to the 93rd minute. So it was a fun experience and something, again, that anytime you can represent your country, it's an honor.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Let's hypothetically, U.S. and Iran are playing against each other, and you're sitting this one out. So you're either in a luxury suite or best seats in the house, on the field, or wherever? Who are you pulling for?
I can pull up that question from about 15 other journalists as well, and my answer remains the same. Plead the fifth.
Perfect answer.
But nice try, though. Nice try.
Yes.
You could add it to the number of times I've been asked that.
Well, we love being a statistic, so we appreciate that. But kind of playing off Colorado. You're currently in camp right now. How's camp going for the Rapids? And talk to us a little bit on what we can expect for the 2021 Colorado Rapids.
Yeah, guys are excited, honestly, with the way 2020 went, the uncertainty, the pandemic. Obviously, a lot of people's mind, not just athletes, it was just somewhere else. So the fact that we can get a little bit of normalcy, we're in Arizona right now, we're working hard. I think guys are just excited, not just to play again, but to play in front of fans. I think just get back to normal, what we're used to, what fans are used to. And I think we're all just so eager just to get in front of our home fans. And so we're just working hard. That's all we can do right now. Continue to work hard. I think we got 3 or 4 more weeks. And then finally that first game of the 2021 season.
What do you do in your free time now?
We don't have too much free time besides these fun podcasts. There's just relax. We have double days pretty much every day. And then, tomorrow we got a scrimmage against Kansas City. So today we just had the one session, and then the rest of the day it's more so just save your legs, relax. If you need to get some treatment, if you need to get a little bit of massage, and try to put in a good shift tomorrow, just because preseason matters. Getting the guys' confidence, getting that camaraderie up, and that continuity with different players in different positions. So all the little details we're just working out so that come that first game, we're flying.
What was your greatest career moment?
Greatest career moment? Ooh. Probably 2017, winning the MLS Cup.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, hopefully you can help us bring another one here to Colorado. It's been quite some time. We've always been on the brink, but we love our Rapids and look forward to coming and seeing you play in person in between baseball and our little guys soccer games. So we appreciate you taking the time to connect with us. I know you're on a busy schedule with camp and everything there in Arizona, enjoying that nice weather and being able to work out and get prepped up for the season. So appreciate you taking the time, and best of luck in the upcoming season for you and the rest of the Colorado Rapids.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. And Jack, fantastic job. Thanks for having me on the show. And can't wait to see you guys hopefully soon.
Need a quality pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV? Go big to Big Daddy's Auto. Stop by or shop online. Don't see what you want? No biggie. We'll help you find it. The vehicle you need at a monthly price you'll love. We'll set you up big time. Find your ride at Big Daddy's Auto.
All right. We want to thank Steven Beitashour for taking some time, talk a little soccer with Jack. Have you been to a Rapids game, Jack?
I don't think so.
Okay. We got to go. So I went, it's been maybe 6 years ago. Uncle Craig and I went with buddy, Terry. Terry Hill, for clarification for folks. The pregame, the tailgating was a good time. The guys with the big drums, they played Chivas back right before Chivas folded. I want to say it was like 4-3 or something. It was a good time. It was a good game. So once stuff's back opened up, that'll be another event. We'll go. We'll have to go check out sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So, how close are you to your bracket? Where's your bracket at?
I don't have it right now. I'm gonna go get it. Hold it.
Okay, hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'll just grab my. Let me pull it up.
All right.
Let's just check out the CBS Sports one first.
Okay. Okay.
Sign out, then re-sign in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm 9th in mine.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm 9th in my league. Okay, so I've got Gonzaga still in. Okay, so my teams that are left are Gonzaga, USC, Gonzaga, USC, Michigan, Baylor, Nova. Wait, no. Yeah, Baylor, Nova, Arkansas, I believe, and I think Houston. That's what I have left.
Dude, you did pretty good there. That's not bad.
Mhm.
So pick the games. Pick the games. Who do you got winning this weekend?
December 28th, right? Oh, Sweet 16.
Yeah, Sweet 16. Hold on. Let me get to him real fast. Skewers. NCAA men. Skewers. Starts tomorrow. Oh no, hold up. Hold up. Yeah, so Saturday. All right, Oregon State, Loyola of Chicago. Who you got? And Loyola of Chicago is a big favorite in this game, which I find insane. Loyola Chicago, and you have to lay 7 points. So they do not have a lot of faith in Oregon State. But Loyola Chicago and Oregon State, who you got?
I had Illinois and Tennessee in, so I'm gonna view this matchup. I'm looking at the matchup.
Yeah, I had neither one of the teams there either.
How about let's go with this is tough. I'm gonna go Loyola Chicago, I think.
Okay, good pick.
Mhm.
And Villanova Baylor.
I have both of them in. And in
Nice.
this one I have Baylor beating Nova.
Okay. I had Ohio State beating Baylor. I have Baylor and Nova as well. I have Baylor winning. So to move on to face two teams that aren't there anymore. So Oral Roberts and Arkansas. Who you got in that one?
I had Virginia Tech, Arkansas versus Virginia Tech. However, I did pick the Oral Roberts game right.
Yeah, yes, you did. So let's give you credit. That was a good call, man. That was a good call.
But I believe I have, let me look. I think this is tough. I'm just gonna go with Arkansas.
Okay, Arkansas. Then what about Syracuse and Houston?
Let me find that one. I had San Diego State playing Houston. I'm gonna go with Houston.
Okay, so you got Houston. I have San Diego State and Houston as well. I did have Houston moving on to the Elite Eight. So then we'll go to the games for Sunday. Creighton and Gonzaga.
I have Gonzaga and Virginia, but in this game, I'm gonna just go with Gonzaga.
Okay, Gonzaga. Florida State, Michigan. Who you got there?
Here I
had Colorado, Michigan on my bracket.
trying to figure out where that was. Michigan, Florida State. I had Michigan, Colorado.
Yep, so did I. So Michigan, Florida State, who you got?
I got Florida State.
You got Florida State upsetting them. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick Florida State.
UCLA, Bama.
UCLA, Bama. Let me find that one. I had Texas versus Iona.
I
Yeah,
don't even know where I was. Oh yeah, no, I had Alabama coming out against
I had Texas.
BYU. Okay.
So, but in this case, I'm just gonna go with. How about let's go with Alabama?
Okay, so you're picking Alabama. I had BYU, so I'm not even close, but I'm going to pick Bama now. Oregon, USC, Pac-12 battle, Saturday night, 7:45. Who you got? Oregon, Ducks and Trojans.
I originally had Iowa in USC, but here I'm gonna go with Oregon.
Okay, beautiful, sweet. Well, Baylor.
Yeah.
Okay, still going with him. Right on.
My ESPN tournament challenge bracket,
Okay, check your other one real fast.
if I can find it.
Yep. Yeah, get on there, see if you can find it. I'm looking at what I want to bet tonight on the Avs. I think I'm going to take first period puck line. And then I think it'll be 2-1.
I don't know if I can do it. Hold up.
Hold up.
Let me go to Google to find it.
For that bracket? Okay.
Men's tournament challenge. The team's alive. Overall, I have Gonzaga winning the whole thing
Okay.
against Baylor.
Beautiful.
Let me check the leaderboard. Okay. My main one, I'm 7,157,709. And I have 3 brackets. The other ones being 10 million and 12 million.
So it was just a rough day for brackets, pretty much altogether.
Yeah. Let me check this guy's bracket. Yep. He actually did pick Oral Roberts.
Yeah, but there wasn't very many of you that did.
This guy picked Oral Roberts to get to the Sweet 16. I picked. Oh, and this guy picked Iona to beat Alabama, just like I did in the CBS bracket.
Nice.
I think this is my favorite part of the day, roasting other people's brackets.
Yeah, just going through and seeing what they did good, what they did bad. Sweet. Okay, well, we'll call her a week. We'll got a little hockey tonight. I got a couple hockey games to do this weekend, then I'll be watching basketball. You got any sports this weekend?
I don't know. Hold up. And then I'm looking at the who picked whom. Most people picked Gonzaga to win it all.
Yeah, I think they were the consensus in a lot of brackets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay.
Yep. And 91% of people picked them to pick to Gonzaga to make it to the Sweet 16. 81% to the Elite Eight. 65% to the Final Four. More than half to the national championship.
Yeah, I think they were a heavy favorite. So sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us an outro and we'll call her a day.
And that's it for this week's edition of the Paradox of Sports Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They will really support the channel. See you guys next week on the Paradox of Sports Podcast. Ba-da-ba-doo-doo.